It's the first week of the Hong Kong 2025-26 cricket season, and Kowloon Cricket Club are part of the action. On Saturday, the KCC Tartars take on Lama Cricket Club live from 1 p.m. on KCC YouTube. The juniors are also in action, with the KCC Cyclones up against the Lantau Cricket Club in the under-15s competition at PKVR Reservoir. And in under-19s action, the KCC Tornadoes take on HKCC Nomads at GDB. KCC, the heart of Hong Kong cricket. Follow us on our socials here at Kowloon Cricket Club for all the latest information. Facebook, Instagram, X and on YouTube. Scan the QR code today. The 2025-26 Cricket Hong Kong China season is underway, and all the exciting Sunday action returns to Kowloon Cricket Club, with all games broadcast live on KCC YouTube. Sunday, September 14, it's Sunday Elite Division 1, with the KCC Templars up against Jordan rivals USRC Elite. On Sunday, the 21st of September, Shanghai Cricket Club take on KCC from 10 a.m. Then in the afternoon, the KCC Maidens battle it out against CCC Fung Wong. And on Sunday, September 28, Premier League is back, with KCC Men's Premier up against PACC Elite. All live on KCC YouTube. KCC, the heart of Hong Kong cricket.
A very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League. It's Grade 2, Aaron Bush with you, and it is the Standard Chartered Bank Cricket Club up against IRC Charlie Bears. SCB, you'll remember from last year, but they have a slight change. Their captain, Rishi Shrivastava, no longer with the side, so a new captain today. Prakash Bahadur will take the reins. And for IRC Charlie Bears, you might notice that is a new name in the Morning League. It's pretty much last year's Royal Avengers, just now tied up with the IRC Charlie Bears. So it's going to be a great day of cricket. IRC Charlie Bears, you can see on screen, have won the toss. They're going to have a bat. We're expecting Daniel Patrick and Gulfran to go out to the middle for Charlie Bears. Get some confirmation on who the first bowler will be for SRC, and then we'll fire off the brand new countdown ready to start the game today. While we wait for the players to come out to the middle, let's run through the teams. We're going to start with the IRC Charlie Bears. Already mentioned that Prakash Bahadur is the captain today. The keeper will be Mohan Ramasamy. Niraj Rastogi, Pradeep Patil, Prakash Badahoy, which I mentioned already as the captain, Anshuman Kaka, Saeed, Nazar Sultan, Naveen Yadav, Rama, Archan Shah, brand new player this year, Vikram Maria, and Qureshi rounding out the playing 11. Ready to get game 2. Game 1 of the grade 2 underway. Rastogi opening the bowling for SCB and runs immediately for Patrick. And they'll bring Gulfran on strike for the first time today. Had a cracking game 1, grade 1 yesterday, of course, going the full 40 overs right down to the last ball. Hopefully a similar type game today. And that one's taken off the seam, the new ball. First extra in the books. Look around the grounds. They've got a backward point outside the circle. Third inside the circle, fine leg inside the circle. They've got a forward square mid-wicket position and also a deep mid-wicket. Feathers that one too, that short third. They've got a mid-off, but also a whitish mid-off. Sort of somewhere between mid-off and extra cover inside the circle as well. A mid-on, I should say. I'm getting my sides all mixed up. Mari Baloch in broadcast with me today, helping me figure out who's on which side. And that one's straight through, left alone. So there's a point and extra cover. And then mid-on, a whitish mid-wicket. And forward square mid-wicket. It's an interesting field setup because the two players in that forward square area are in a line. Another good ball. Straight through on the channels. Gulfran happy to just let it go through. Watch the new ball. Didn't move away that one. Nice pace from Rastogi. And then Gulfran's had enough of that. He's seen a few and he has come down the track and smashed that one down towards the scoreboard. The big hitting Gulfran. We expected this and it's happened. Fifth ball of the over. Got a replay of this one. There's the charge. Thwap. They would say in the comic books for that one. That got thwapped. Final delivery of the first. Well, we'll probably need to re-bowl that one as it's dragged down leg. There's still one ball left. Now, Myra, game 1 yesterday of grade 1, we saw a wicket in the first over in the first innings, and we saw a wicket in the first over in the second innings. Can Niraj Rastogi manage to generate one and make it 3 in a row? That wasn't out of the middle, but it managed to clear the infield. Won't make the ropes. Chases on. Now jog on back for 2 to round out the over. There won't be a wicket in the first over. After 1, the IRC Charlie Bears 9 for none. Over number 2, the new player in SCB this season, Vikram Maria. He almost generated a catch forward of point, but picked the gap nicely. Patrick gets his first boundary. It was in the air. We'll see on the replay. But it was short and it was outside off and it was there to be hit, and Daniel Patrick will smash that one away every day of the week. Boy, see our morning breakfast coming along in the background there. Good news. Cup of tea coming. Short again. Goes the feather. A little misfield's going to allow the single from the short third. Wasn't far away though. Gulfront had to make ground. Big unit. Doesn't pull up on a threepenny bit. Kept on running. Back on strike. 6 off 5. Little chop down again. More work to do for the third inside the circle. The shy astray. Safely through again. Well, this time, going to find the gap. Patrick gets another boundary. Short boundary down to the Boundary Cafe. No prizes for guessing why the Boundary Cafe is called the Boundary Cafe. A few members in having an early breakfast. Beautiful breakfast it is here at KCC. Wasn't far away from being over waist height as well. Just underneath. Another beautiful day in Hong Kong. Blue skies, bright sunshine, lots of humidity. Charge this time. A little step down the pitch from Patrick. Throw not going to either end. Just splitting the middle of the pitch. It's been a good over so far. 11 runs from it. 20 on the board already for the IRC Charlie Bears. This time eases it off the hip, takes another single, rounds out a good over. 12 runs coming from the second. IRC Charlie Bears 21 for the loss of no wicket. Change of umpires. Imran Arif now officiating there with the India Club coach shirt on today. Aerial just wide of the mid-wicket inside the circle. They've changed that field up now. They're still in a line. They've just got the mid-wicket much further around and the deep one. Now they're making the adjustment, moving that mid-wicket inside the circle. A little squarer because there's a big gap at square leg. Oh, good ball. He's looked sharp this morning, Ross Dougie. Angling into the body this time. Tip and run backward a point. Another easy single. Apart from the couple of extras and a boundary in that first over, Rostoggi did look good, but these two out in the middle for IRC Charlie Bears. Up to the challenge so far, and not worried about going aerial, especially in the power play. There it is again. That time, Gulfran's not even going to bother to run, even though the outfield is quite dewy. It just trickles into the rope. And again, didn't get it out of the middle, but it had enough juice on it this time. Saw that in the first over, seeing it again in Rostoggi's second. That came out of the middle. That would have been in the Kowloon Bowling Club over the back of the fence. Fortunately for the KCC morning budget, it did not, so we haven't lost a ball. We didn't lose a ball yesterday either, which was handy. Oh, we lost one, actually. Might lose that one. No, that stays inside, but it's the first maximum of the day. Straying onto the pads and full from Rostoggi, and Gulfran says, thank you very much. Backward a square 6. See it angling down. If he'd left it alone, it would have been probably wide. Well, it would have if it didn't catch some pad, but it didn't. Caught a big chunk of bat. He had one ball go in the swimming pool yesterday. That was impressive. Up and over 3 stories of the swimming pool pavilion. And in the drink. And better line and just defended. He's got the runs on the board already this over. So 12 coming from the third, halfway through the power play. All the threes, IRC Charlie Bears. 33 for the loss of no wicket after 3. Just one over for Vikram, and now Naveen Yadav into the attack today for the first time. Bowl over number 4. He starts wide. And this time, again, going through that third region, the short third inside the circle, unable to get anywhere near that one. Patrick taking full advantage of the ball wide outside off. Cut straight to point this time, didn't middle it. Another easy single, mid-on this time. Good start for IRC Charlie Bears in their KCC Morning League Grade 2 debut. Wide again, trying to stay out of the arc. Okay, now that one sounded like it came straight out of the meat. That was crunched straight back, 4 runs. Again, the shuffle down from Gulfront. It was like a gunshot up here in broadcast in the swimming pool pavilion. Umpire Imran Arif taking evasive action well after the ball had gone past him because he was hit so hard, but safely navigated. Still 2 left of the 4th. And stand up defence this time. Well, that's a very nice Yorker to finish off the over from Yada, but still 11 runs coming from the 4th. And with that 11, they're staying on track. They were the 33s after 3. They're 44 for none after 4.
Follow us on our socials here at Kowloon Cricket Club for all the latest information. Facebook, Instagram, X and on YouTube. Scan the QR code today.
Pradeep Patil bowling over number 5, starts down leg. Wide outside off this time. Back-to-back wides to start with for Patel. Gets it right on the money, ball number 3. First legal delivery. Yorker length on middle stump and another quick single. Heading towards that half-century mark inside the power play. Just how the Charlie Bears would have liked to start it today. So 2 scores of 200 yesterday. Another quick single. Shy, no, decides not to. That's not going to be a wide. That's going to be a no ball. Again, onto one of the brand new pitches being put together by the ground staff here, ready for the season opener tomorrow, Saturday, KCC Tartars. It'll be live on our sister KCC YouTube channel, kicking off at 1 p.m. We've put the ad up a few times. I'm pretty sure it's against Lama. Be a good game. Oh, that one's been put in the slot, and Patrick this time gets it out of the screws. Beautiful drive through mid-off. That brings the 50 up for the IRC Charlie Bears, 53. Halfway through the fifth. Stand and deliver stuff from Daniel Patrick. Standard Chartered just trying to figure out what are they going to do here? How do they break this opening partnership? At the moment, they're looking very solid. That's pretty, but straight to that sweeper sitting inside the circle. Whitey's leg. Just on the 45 there for that little flick shot. 50 centimetres either side. Oh, and that would have been 4, so good field placing, keeping it to a dot. Work to do here. It's just eased on down the backward point, and it might go all the way. Very close, just picked up inside the ropes. They trot on back for 2, finishing off another double figure over. 11 runs coming from, still in the ball to go. Myra, I'm getting excited, and it's not even done. 3 extras aiding the cause. That's the first real false stroke from Patrick. It's a dot to finish with. So it was still 11 off the over in the end. 5 done. 1 over left of the power play. Again going at 11. So again staying with all the numbers. 55 for none after 5.
It's the first week of the Hong Kong 2025-26 cricket season, and Kowloon Cricket Club are part of the action. On Saturday, the KCC Tartars take on Lama Cricket Club, live from 1 p.m. on KCC YouTube. The juniors are also in action, with the KCC Cyclones up against the Lantau Cricket Club in the under-15s competition at PKVR Reservoir. And in under-19s action, the KCC Tornadoes take on HKCC Nomads at GDB. KCC, the heart of Hong Kong cricket.
There it is. Tomorrow's big game. KCC Tartars up against Lama Cricket Club. Live on KCC YouTube from 1 p.m. I'll be watching on. Hopefully you are too. First game of the season at KCC for the weekend. Yadov to continue, finish off the power play. They've got coverage out in the deep for that big pull shot, and good piece of fielding keeps it to 1. It was hit hard, hit well. With the sweeper out in the deep. Deep mid-wicket cuts that one off in front of our broadcast area. Tries to pick a point past point, but can't beat point. Umpire switched again. Last over, I guess. Atif Hussain in charge now to finish off the power play. Short in the air, down the throat of long on, and the catch has been taken. That's the end of the dangerous Daniel Patrick for 24. The first wicket falls for IRC Charlie Bears on 56. Rastogi with the catch in the deep. It was well judged. It was hit hard. He was right out there on the ropes. A good catch, just what they needed. Standard Chartered Bank. But a good opening partnership comes to an end. 56 for 1. It's going to bring Bhavik Parekh to the crease at number 3. Nice little platform set inside the power play. 3 balls left to the power play. And it's been a good over from Yadav. Tidy. And then lured into the false stroke with a shorter one. Wasn't far away. I'm not even sure. Perhaps if Rastogi didn't catch that one, it would have gone for 6. It's that long. The field placing was perfect and the execution of the catch just as perfect. It's a full one and leading outside edge backward a point. It's got plenty of juice on it. I think it's going to go. No. Again, well cut off by the point fielder. Keeps it to just 1. Now, a bit of chat in the field finally from SCB after that blistering start from Charlie Bears. I feel like they're getting themselves back into the game. I'm going to head off to the KCC Match Centre. Have a look at all the stats. You can do the same. Just Google KCC Match Centre. A charge from Gulfrin and a very vacant square leg. No square leg in or outside the circle, so that one's flicked away nicely for 4. You can also see the upcoming games. Apart from all the stats, you can see the stats from yesterday's game. We had 3 half-centuries. It was a tight game, so the top and bottom of the table are only separated by 0.5 of a net run rate. Again, the charge from Gulfran along the ground this time, straight out to Rastogi in the deep. Finishes off the power play, finishes off a good over for Standard Chartered. Still 7 runs coming from it, but they finally get the breakthrough. Power play done. Charlie Bears 62 for 1. Myra, who have we got up next week for the Morning League? You've got it all obviously memorised, the entire schedule. Yeah, that was me being facetious. It's all right because it's all on the KCC Match Centre. You can look at the fixtures. Click the fixtures tab. Next Thursday, Morning League Grade 1. It will be the promoted team, Chingy Smashers, up against HSBC. And next Friday, Grade 2. The renamed Markhor, the Craig and Gower Cricket Club Markhor up against Green Ink. That's going to be a very green game, both with green logos now. Both live from 7 a.m. here on KCC Morning League YouTube. Make sure you join, share, subscribe so you get the notifications like I do each morning. Archin Shah to bowl the first over outside the power play for SCB. Gulfrin still in a mood, 30 off 18. Wants something removed from the pitch. Parekh obliges so we can continue. I've got a theory, Myra, about why the umpires are changing every 2 overs instead of 5 as they've done previously. My theory is it's hot. It's hot standing in the sun and square leg is in the shade. They've switched again and Gulfran again going big. 3-count corner, won't get cut off this time. Too much power. Another boundary, moves to 34. Another one that went thwack back live. Archin Shah goes fuller outside off, and that one's just pushed out to now deep point. Of course, they can have more outside the circle, and have so. Long on's gone around to cow corner. Half because they want to protect cow corner. Other half is long on's in the sun and cow corner's in the shade. A deep mid wicket. Long off and the deep backward point. Straying down leg. Good piece of keeping from Ramasamy. It will be an extra. I see where the other one outside the circle is. They've got a deep extra cover over near the training sheds. Not far, just to the left of the little red tractor. Oh, that's popped up in the air, trying to go over the top. Does, though, but it wasn't far away. Over the top of that backward square on the 45 position. Finds the boundary again. Full outside off, again eased out to deep backward point. Another single. (4-1), wide 4-1. What's your prediction here, Mara? It's gone 4-1 wide, 4-1. We do like symmetry here in commentary. Repetition. Mara's just said if he does bowl a wide, she'll treat me nicely. Bit harsh, both on Arch and Shah and myself. No wide, good ball. So, oh, you said ice cream. I thought you just said nicely. You were going to buy me an ice cream. That's exciting. Ice cream would be good right about now. Yeah, it's quite warm. What are we at? 22 minutes to 8. Sun beating down for what is it, a Friday? Have a look at the weather, see what the temperature is. Another little shuffle down from Gulfront. Archon perhaps soon coming. Put it right on his toes. 28.8 degrees with 79% humidity. What a typical September day here in Hong Kong. 7 overs done, 11 coming from that one as well. 73 for 1. Patel back into the attack, 11 off his first. Starts on the toes, and again scooping and targeting that backward square point. Parekh happy to go aerial. Little toe poke this time from Parekh, and I think that will make the boundary. Deep backward point, not able to come around to that wideish third position. Runs continue to flow. This partnership already up to the quarter century. 25 off 12 with 5 fours. Charlie Bear's powering along at the moment. Find a run out into the deep on the offside. Gulfront is slowing down a touch. I mean, he's still going 35 off 22. It's 35 off 18, so he's faced a few dots. Maybe now that the power play is done and the outfield is ringing around, they have made a change in the field too. No fielder is catching that one. Perhaps somebody in some early morning lawn bowls, because that has gone out of the ground. Gulfront with a massive maximum. That's going to leave a dent on the Kowloon Bowling Club greens. Big divot. They do get to keep the cricket ball that way. That was big. There's like a 40-foot fence surrounding there, and he's gone over the top of that. Everyone having a little bit of a rest as the new ball, well, replacement ball comes out. Gulfront wisely finding a bit of shade. Saw KCC Morning League boss Afzal Header having a look to see where that ball went. He knows it's in the bowling club now. Donation to the neighbours. Right, we can finish off the 8th. 88 for 1. No, we can't, because that one's dragged a long way down leg. Big over so far, 16 off it. 3 boundaries. We said Gulfront was eating up some dots. He's going to eat up one there. Stay on 41. After 8, the Charlie Bears 89 for 1. Archer Jar going to bowl a second here. Parak on strike. That's nicely played. It gets a full one. Just flicks it around the corner. It's trickling. Gets there. They had the backward square and the mid-wicket. But again, SCB comfortable to leave the square leg region open. And that's gone straight through pretty much between the legs of umpire Imran Arif at square leg. Nobody able to cut that one off. Runs continue to flow. 56-run opening partnership, 37-run second wicket stand so far. Cut hard forward of point. The deep point should get it on the spin. Does. Good piece of fielding. Takes the single. Short one. Can't bowl that to Gulfront, especially as it was dragging down leg, and he has perhaps put that onto Jordan Path. And another ball. Gulfront is getting expensive today. Second ball outside of the ground. This is bread and butter for breakfast for Gulfront. He's picked it up nicely off the hip. Deposited it up and over the top of the trees. Didn't make the PLA Garrison, but would be up there on the path somewhere, and some work to do after the game for Afzal. Go and collect the ball. 100 runs come up with a maximum. I think they brought up the half century with a maximum as well. So, well done. Gulfran doing what exactly I like. Milestones with maximums. Big over. 11 runs off the first 3. Shuffle down again, but this time can only punch it to extra cover. Charlie Bear's dugout, realising the ton is up. We'll get to 10 overs, Myra, and then we'll start trying to predict what we think the score's going to be. It's not going to be like yesterday, where every 3 balls you changed your mind. Oh, that's the first fresh airy from Gulfront. It's hot, bit of fatigue probably setting in. He's been out there for the entire 40-odd minutes. Actually, you were just cheating yesterday. Just constantly changing your mind and then going, I won. And this time he picks out the backward square. One bounce, so only a single. Brings Perek back on strike, though. No, it won't, because it's the end of the over, so Gulfran will retain strike after 9. The Charlie Bears 101 for 1. Up in the air, chance. Oh, that's a massive wicket. Catch taken out in the deep. Gulfrun departs just 2 runs shy of his half century. He's out for 48. The second wicket falls for the Charlie Bears on 101. Nice catch from the captain in the deep. And that's going to bring Akamath to the crease at number 4. Big partnership broken. Just shy of the 50-run partnership. Just shy of Gulfran's 50 himself. There is a lot of bottom hand in that. Falls in no man's land, though, safely. So AJ gets off the mark. And now Perek, who's cruising along at a strike rate of over 200. Back on strike. Probably take over the big hitting duties. Oh, good ball. Played underneath it. Work to do. Can he cut it off with the boot? Can. Well done. Good piece of fielding in the deep. Oh, and then a misfield. If they don't take advantage of that one, they'll be happy with just a single. Near Kowloon Rama. The very tidy over so far. Just what the Charlie Bears, the SCB need. Pull themselves back into this game after a blistering start. All right, on cue, bit of commentator's care. Smashed for 4 through cover point, out to the front of the training nets, where somebody is getting some private training. I think it's Uzi over there doing the training early morning here at KCC. First boundary for AJ. Just gives himself some room and takes advantage of the left hand. Antraman Kaka into the attack for the first time today. Halfway there, Mara. 10 overs done. 2 wickets down, 107 on the board. What's your call? Well, that's been smashed for 6. First ball dragged down leg, and Perek says thank you. I will take my first maximum of the day. I said he might take over the big hitting from Gulfran, and he does. Easy pickings. Loose first delivery from Archerman. And just eased it to that short boundary backward of square. So back 189. That's a bold call. I was thinking more around 202. Hang on. You're doing it again. You can't keep changing your mind. You got 189. Shush. Go back to scoring. No. Oh, that's a wild full toss. That's a wide. Short, miss hit, caught! The miss hit from Perek has been caught straight at square leg, and the third wicket falls for the Charlie Bears on 114. Perek departs for 27. Near Kowloon Rama with the catch. It was almost over his head. Not the tallest of players, Rama. And he had the hands up and he was stepping backwards, and it just stuck. But it's a big wicket. It was a loose delivery from Kaka again, but sometimes they get the wickets. Bhaskar Chatterjee coming to the crease at number 5 for the Charlie Bears. So 2 relatively new batters out there now. AJ Akamat at the non-striker's end. Chatterjee will be on strike. Kaka strikes in his first. Okay. Well, that's very wide and gets away with it. It was awfully close to being over waist height, that one. And that's probably the first good delivery of the over, even though he's got a wicket. I'm sensing a little bit of my bowling here in Ansherman's over. And that was short and easily put away for first runs to Chatterjee. Starts with a boundary. He's bowling the chaos ball, what I call the chaos ball, where you bowl something, you don't know what you're doing yourself at times, and therefore the batter doesn't know what's coming, and it generates wickets. He's bowled full tosses, he's bowled short, but he's got a wicket. It was a big wicket too. That's hit hard, but just straight to the captain, lurking at cow corner in the shade. Well, eventful over, successful for Ansherman Kaka and the SCB after 11. Charlie Bears are 119 for 3. Near Cuddlingham, Rummer to continue. I was impressed with his first over. It went for one boundary, but go out on a limb and say he's pick of the bowlers for SCB today on the basis of one over. Let's see what he does with his second. Myra and I perhaps slightly biased, given that he's a left armour. Us left armers must stick together. Goes the feather, but straight to that floating third inside the circle. Tell you what, at some point here, SCB are going to give away an overthrow, which Rummer's not going to be happy about, because he's bowling well and pinning them down, but the throws coming in have been a little eccentric. Again, can't beat the infield, this time to mid-off. Mid-off threatening to throw it as well, which would have been disaster, because it probably would have gone for 4. Right, 3 dots in a row. Same as last over. Tries to get inventive. Doesn't happen. It's one way to beat the infield. Go over the top of the keeper's head. Fraught with danger. Could have just flicked it up to anyone. 4 dots. Mishit. I don't think it's going to carry. It's not. Bahadur, the captain of SCB, almost in the action again. No one in the action for this one, as it's hit just 4 to square. Ends again, just one boundary coming from the over. 5 runs from Rummer's second after 12. 124 for 3. Away it goes. If you look closely, no, cut off. Myra was getting excited about the fact you could see the lamp light in our broadcast area. Small things amuse small minds. Angerman going to bowl a second. Generated a wicket off his first. Went for 12 though. Chatterjee up to 6 now. Another full toss, another miss hit, but neither fielder ran for it, so it's going to go for 4. It was lucky from Chatterjee. It could have easily holed out to the deep mid-wicket or the cow corner, but both fielders just stared at each other and went in the gap between. There you go. And that's straight over the head. They had the backward square waiting, but straight over the head and maximum. Runs continuing to flow, 134, 10 off the first 2 deliveries. This was a gift. It was nice and short, down the leg side. Buskar says, thank you very much. I'll pick up my first maximum of the day. This time along the ground, and the fielder at backward square will collect. It's only just backward. Quite square. Well, there's no ball. Was that an overstep? Fielding infringement? Surprised that Kaka can overstep from there, but gets away with it. Wild swing and a miss from AJ. That's awfully close to being a no ball as well, but just drops in time. No, it is a no ball. He's probably going to have to re-bowl that one as he's missed it all, as has Ramasamy, the keeper. It's going to pull up just inside. So it's going to be a wide +2 plus free hit still. Well, that's big. That's all the way big. Over the top into the netting for 6. Massive over. Still 2 legal deliveries remaining. 22 runs coming from it so far. Had the fielder in place. Wouldn't have mattered, of course. Free hit. Far too big to be caught out on the ropes. Right, what does Antraman do now? He's gone for 2 maximums and a 4. There's a little scoop out onto the offside there. It's a dot. These two now got up to a 32-run partnership on the back of a 22-run over here. And again, short, pulled away, maximum, up into the trees, backward of square. Massive over comes to an end. 28 runs coming from the 13th. The 150 up as well. Blimey, 13 overs, 152 for 3. I see IRC Charlie Bears going at 11.69. Rummer to continue. 2 overs, 1 for 11. He needs to break this partnership as well somehow. He's bowling nice and tightly. Every over. Dots, single and 1 solitary 4 so far in his first 2. Well, that's just flicked up on the leg side as well, safely for a single. Two 6s in the previous over, pushed AJ up into the 20s. Uses the wrists on this one. Has a bit of top spin on it. Another single. Only problem for Standard Chartered Bank here is Rummer has only got 1.5 overs left. Pick of the bowlers so far by far. The old floater drop one. Slight mishit out to the deep. Just needs some support, Rummer. He can keep the pressure on, and they can put it over in between his overs with a bit more pressure as well. The charge should be out. What is it? Yes, it is. The stumping. Good glove work from Ramasamy. And Rummer gets his second. The 4th wicket falls for Charlie Bears on 155. AJ Akamuth out for 22. Kaushik to the crease, number 6. Big breakthrough for Rama and SCB. Big charge from AJ. If you charge, you need to get some bat on it, at least the pads, but it went straight through and tidy glove work. Here we go, finish off the over. I guess to turn back. What an over that was. Just the 3 singles and a wicket coming from the 14th. Charlie Bears 155 for 4. Looks like it's time for the captain to take the ball in hand. Prakash Bahadur into the attack. Oh, that's nicely played. There's a vacant area through the gully. Won't make the boundary. They'll come back for a comfortable 2. There's another charge. It's up in the air, and the gully takes the catch. That's the end of Butter. I should say Chatterjee. He's out for 19. As a Sultan taking the catch at gully, and the captain Bahadur gets a breakthrough. Pressure on now for the Charlie Bears after such a big start. Easy catch as it was skied in the air. Another charge, probably unnecessary charge. Done well with their catches, SCB, when they've been given the opportunities. Made sure to take them. Yasin. Now out to the middle at number 7. Two batters out there. No runs, only 1 ball faced for Kaushik. Need to rebuild. That's an easy single onto the leg side. As Shy comes in, beats 1, beats 2 on the overthrow, so they'll come back for a second, beats 3. Little fumble out in the deep, meaning Yasin gets back for a 2 to start with. That we have seen a bit of. There's been good catching from SCB, but some wild throws in. Yasin was safely home anyway. Same result here. I don't think they'll fire off the throw. Nope, the hand goes up. Happy just to have a single. That's too wide. So umpire Imran has to do some stretches. Ooh, fast full toss, over waist height, dangerous, no ball. Another free hit coming up. Seen a few as of late. And just relieves that pressure when Kaushik's looking to get off the mark, and now he has a free stab at it and pops that one up over the top of Gully's head, who, as a Sultan, had come inside the circle. Probably would have caught it on the full and kept it to 1. Get back for 2. Kaushik gets off the mark. Just looking at that signal from Bahadur. I think they might keep an over for Rama. That's just over the head of Bahadur. He's asked this deep mid-wicket to warm up and come into bowl. End of the over, 5 overs remain, 15 done. Charlie Bears 165 for 5. They're going at exactly 11s. Saturday League returns to Kowloon Cricket Club this September, live on KCC YouTube. On Saturday, September 6th, it's the KCC Tartars up against Lama CC. On the 13th, the KCC Crusaders take on Diaspora Little Saiwan Sky Warriors. Saturday, September 20, the Saracens up against the Strike. Rastogi back into the attack, and he's immediately being crunched out through extra cover down to the little red tractor. They take 2. I think that stayed inside the tram lines, even though it was left alone by Kalshik, and it did. Again, just inside the tram. Good death over bowling. It's only the 16th over, but we are getting into the death overs. Dot balls become just as valuable as wickets. Unlikely to find 5 wickets in 4.5 overs, you'd think. Not impossible. Well, that's been popped up straight over the top into the dugout for SCB. Short ball from Rastogi, and Kalshik says, thank you. I'm going to put it on top of the tents. A nice big maximum. Just over the top of the deep mid-wicket's head. Wasn't far away from being in the game, but too powerful. And comes back to get the dots again. Looks to drive hard, but just straight to the long-on fielder. 9 runs coming from the 16th. Charlie Bears 174 for 5. 4 overs remain. Four overs remain. Let's have a look at the baby bowling card and see who's got overs left as Rummer comes in to bowl again. He'll be bowling out after this over. 2 for 14. Rastogi's still got an over left. Look at going back to Vikram. Oh, that's swatted beautifully. Ruins a little bit of Rummer's figures. And this time again goes through cow corner, but goes up and over. Kalshik in a hurry. What was 2 for 14 2 balls ago is now 2 for 24. This is the thing. Wickets in hand for Charlie Bears. 5 wickets spare. So Kalshik can go big. And good comeback ball from Rama. This one swatted nicely through cover. One bounce over the ropes. 26 off 14 all of a sudden. His second four to go with 2 maximums. Racing away. Charlie Bears in a hurry. So is Rummer. He's already bowling while the replay's on. There'll be a dot ball when we come back. Chopped in the air and then caught. The short third takes the catch again. I think it probably is as the Sultan again in that gully position. And Kaushik's cameo comes to an end. 26 off 16 in the end. He has to go. The 6-wicket falls. As a Sultan with the catch. 17 overs done. Rummer's bowled out now. Near Cuddlingham Rummer getting 3 wickets in the end. Vital wickets, all of them. Yeah, he was a bit expensive in that last over. Went for 14, but 3 wickets. Half the wickets are in Rummer's wicket column today. Savani to the crease. He'll be at the non-striker's end. Yasin, he's watched all of that going on from Kaushik. Only faced now 3 deliveries. Stuggy's going to bowl out here as well. Hasn't found a wicket so far today. You'll find a single here. Out into the deep and rotate the strike to Savani. Face his first delivery. Myra, good news. IRC Charlie Bears have scored 189, as you predicted. The downside is there's still 2.4 overs remaining and 4 wickets in hand. Well, if it wasn't for... What's the old saying? If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike. Anyway, they've gone past 189. You're out. My 202's in trouble as well. Miss hit from Yasin. I'm just going to trot through for a single. Good final over here from Rastogi. Obviously with the score nearing 200. Most bowlers have been expensive. Again, bowling that channel outside off, picking up the dot. Cut away out into the deep, through point. Fielder in place. Another single to round it out. What a good over that was for the 18th. Just the 4 runs coming from it. Charlie Bears 192 for 6. Who's going to get the penultimate over here? That deep point fielder of Ashan Shah is jogging in, looking like he might be taking the hat off and taking ball in hand for the penultimate. 2 overs, none for 23 so far for Ashan Shah. As he hands the hat off to umpire Imran Arif. Savani. 2 off 3. Just a couple of singles to get started. But he's only got 12 legal deliveries left. Push that score up over 200 for Charlie Bears. Bottom edges it. Takes a single onto the leg side. Oh, what a perfect swing away Yorker that was from Archant. Nelson's staying down and looking back at the umpire. Was right there on that channel line. And again, shapes away just as it gets in that slot for Yasin and picks up the dot. 9 deliveries left. Maybe my 202 is on the money. Can they find 9 runs in 9 balls?
I had a 193 initially.
Yep, that's gone past 193, which you tried to change it after I said 202, I remember. Already there. Oh, the way they're going. Bowl another 8 dot balls and they'll be stuck on 193. And then I'll never hear the end of it. It was a good final over from Rastogi, and so far it's even better from Archon Shah. He was expensive in his first 2. Oh, good Yelka length again. Only a single available to Yasin. Captain Bahadur does the fielding. Wonder if it's the captain who gets to bowl the final over, in fact. Rastogi bowled out, Rama bowled out. We haven't seen Yadav or Maria back in the attack since early overs. Oh, clever. That's going to be a wide. It was clever, the idea, but far too wide. Need to re-bowl. Still only 3 runs so far off the over. Can Savani find a boundary to finish off the 19th? Push the score up. Well, what, 107 after 10? Well, right on cue. The opposite of a commentator's curse. The commentator's impetus has got Savani to score a boundary off the end of the over. 19 done, 199 for 6. As I predicted, the captain will take ball in hand for the final over. The death over, Bahadur, who's come off 23 yards there. And sprayed it down the leg side. 200 up for Charlie Bears. I think we're going to go past my 202 here, but not too much past, probably. Wasn't a bad guess from halfway. They've got some good batters, the SCP. And we're up for a challenge. They're going to have to score 200 plus to win here. And they'll get 1. Prakash not able to get down to that one. Oh, that's smoked. Wow, he's just got that out of the screws and crunched it wide of long off.
It's nothing to do with this closest one. It's the exact number that you told.
Swatted again. That's going to be back-to-back boundaries. That's powerful hitting from Savani. Both on the offside. This one down to the little red tractor. At some point, I'll get Myra to move the camera around so you can see the little red tractor that I talk about, as I talk about it quite regularly. After the innings break, we'll have a look at the little red tractor. 2 balls left, 209 on the board. Oh, full toss, waist tight, just under. Umpire Atif Hussain says. They're going to push on the arm here. And good running. Yasin gets home. Final delivery. Again going straight. Protection this time 2 straight. They've taken 1. Yasin wants a second. It's going to be close. And it's very good running. He gets home safely to put another 2 on the board. After 20, the India Recreation Club, Charlie Bears 213 for 6. Big numbers. That's more than yesterday even. We're going to have a look at the batting and bowling card as we're in the innings break now. As Myra decides she wants to have a look at the little red tractor early. Here's the batting card and some good numbers from Charlie Bears. Everyone into double figures. Patrick and Gulfran with a 56-run opening partnership. 24 for Patrick, 48 top scorer for Gulfran Mohammed, 27 for Parek, 22 for AJ Akamath, 21 for Chatterjee and Kalchik with a flying 26 off 16. And the final two putting together a quarter-century partnership of 25 off 18 deliveries. Bowling card for Standard Chartered Bank. Rastogi opening the bowling, unable to get into the wickets but did well, none for 34. Pick of the bowlers, of course, Rama off his 4, 3 for 28 and single wickets to Yadav and Bahadur, and also Kakar, I should say. So they're the wickets to fall today. We're in the innings break. 2:13 on the board. Standard Chartered Bank will need 2:14 for victory. Join us in around 5 minutes' time.
It's the first week of the Hong Kong 2025-26 cricket season, and Kowloon Cricket Club are part of the action. On Saturday, the KCC Tartars take on Lama Cricket Club live from 1 p.m. on KCC YouTube. The juniors are also in action, with the KCC Cyclones up against the Lantau Cricket Club in the under-15s competition at PKVR Reservoir. And in under-19s action, the KCC Tornadoes take on HKCC Nomads at GDB. KCC, the heart of Hong Kong cricket.
Innings break almost done here at Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League Grade 2 match. Aaron Bush with you. Little red tractor on screen. Keep talking about people hitting it through down to the little red tractor. There it is next to the side screen. Or the scoreboard, I should say. I was thinking in the innings break that perhaps I should write a cricket book, a kid's book called The Little Red Tractor That Wanted to Play Cricket. Sits there every day, watches cricket every morning, never gets to play. Umpires are heading out to the middle shortly. The players are ready. We're going to see Ramasamy on strike. Niraj Rastogi at the non-strikers end for Standard Chartered Bank Cricket Club. And I expect Yasin will end up being the opening bowler for Charlie Bears. .213 on the board for Charlie Bears. Very good score, biggest score of the season so far. We've had 3 innings so far in the 25-26 season, and all of them have scored more than 200. Can Standard Chartered Bank do the same and get a big upset victory? 214 is a huge score. They do have the batters, but there's a good bowling lineup for Charlie Bears today. There goes the umpires. Umpire Atif Hussain will be at the bowler's end for the first couple of overs. Once he's in place and the fielders are in place, we'll fire off the countdown, ready to go and get this second innings underway. Gulfran there, bottom of the screen, big scoring 48, lost 2 cricket balls. Good start to the season if you're smashing him that big. We'll see his brother next week for Chingy Smashers, Habib, who smashes them just as big, if not bigger. That'll be a good game. Love watching the Chingy Smashers. All right, I think it's ready for countdown time. Game time, left arm quick, Yasin to bowl. Ramasamy on strike. And it gets the big in swinger on to the middle stump. What a ball that was. We saw a first ball wicket yesterday. We've seen one in the 4th innings of this season. Ramasamy, the dangerous Ramasamy, out first ball, Golden Ducks.
We saw that last match as well, but like first.
Straight through, what a ball. Yorker length, in swinging. Starts it outside off and pings into the off and middle stump. Great ball. Captain to the crease very early on. Prakash Bahadur. Oh no, we're getting an update there. It's going to be Patil out to the middle at number 3. Yasin strikes early. Dangerous left arm quick. Shows why. New ball in swinger. That's why the slip's in place. There's a gully as well. Point, extra cover and mid-off. And gets that one to swing too much down leg side. You can see the ball moving. Obviously expecting a bit of that. He's going to stay over the wicket to the right-handers. They're 2 outside the circle for IRC Charlie Bears. A fine leg and a backward square. Interesting morning league field setup. That's what they've gone with. That's a very good delivery. And he's got another one. The finger goes up. That was going on to middle and leg. The in-swinger strikes again. Another duck. Patel goes. And all of a sudden, Standard Chartered. And 1 for 2. Wow, devastating start here from Yasin Mohammed and the Charlie Bears. All the W's wicket, wide wicket. Narendra Starkey's just been down the other end watching it all go on. I'd say the advice is watch out for the in-swinger. Decided they don't need a gully anymore. They're going to put 2 slips in place. They brought the fine leg inside the circle. No, heading back perhaps. No. I think everyone is inside the circle. Look at that catching leg slip now. Plus there's a leg gully. This is for the left-hander, I should say. So there's a leg slip. Slip, gully, point. They did have a player in catching close. A shortish extra cover. Now they're changing everything. The leg slip's gone out. Fine leg and backward square back to the normal setup that he had for the right-handers. Not sure second slip wouldn't be a bad idea, especially with the ball moving like that. Instead, they've gone for the gully backward point region instead. But he's a bit unplayable at the moment, Yassin. So perhaps the attacking field's not a bad idea. It's a very widey slip now, trying to cover first, second and third slip. Feel like it could go through the gap there. And just defended this time from Bahadur. Just guides that one. They're gonna. Oh, there's a big mix-up. It's gone to the wrong end, though. Fielder realises it. There was 2 down at the striker's end, but the throw went to that end. They survived. No, there was no single there, I don't think so, Myra. Did they actually cross in the end? Well, there we go. Lots of chaos in that first over. After 1, 2 for 2. Mertzer, the ball over number 2. Scooped back. Mix-up single, puts Bahadur back on strike. No changes in the field, though. Shahzad going around the wicket. Cut over the top of the infield. That's a nice stroke. It's going to be a boundary. Short, given width, and takes full advantage. First boundary for SCB as they try to rebuild this innings. Getting a bit of shape away there, Shahzad. Shabazz wearing Shahzad's shirt, and he's been crunched for another 4. Doesn't matter what his name is. Goes fuller this time. Back-to-back boundaries for Bahadur. I was going to say before that delivery, the way he's getting it to shape away, going over the wicket, pushing it across the body, might not be a bad idea, but staying with the angle around and gives width, and in the slot, off it goes. tip and run. Good backing up there as Meritza does his own fielding. You can see. Nice camera change there, Myra. Got to see the back up because we saw a bit of non-backing up in that first innings, allowing a few extra runs, pushing the score up to 213. Now, after 10 deliveries, 2 wickets falling and 2 boundaries, Rastogi gets to face his first delivery of the day. Back over the wicket now for Meritza. Oh, a little bit of chin music. Welcome to the crease, Rastogi. Drops it in short, follows the body. It's a fairly large gap between bat and ball, but don't ask, don't get. Umpire Atif says dot ball. Put that in the slot, and that's gone. End of the over. And I was right. Myra corrected me and said it wasn't Shazad. It was perhaps his brother, but same face she's claiming. Anyway, it was Shazad who opened the bowling, went for 15 off that over in the end. Rastogi getting off the mark in style. No surprises that Yasin's going to bowl a second. And starts with that outswinger again, just millimetres away from Bahadur's outside edge. And again, was there an edge this time? I think there was. The finger goes up and Yasin's got 3. That's the end of the captain for SCB. Bahadur out for 10. Standard Chartered Bank, 17 for 3. There it was, the shape away again. And they did put the 2 slips in. They listened to Coach Aaron and just dropped. It could have been a keeper's catch or first slip, but the glove work from Parek. Up to standard, the captain for IRC, Charlie Bears, getting the job done for his number 1 bowler. Yasin, 3 for 2. Two runs, of course. One was a wide and one was a almost run-out mix-up. It's been almost unplayable. Anshuman Kaka comes to the crease at number 5 inside the 3rd. Again, Rastogi's at the non-striker's end watching it all go down. Bowling the perfect line to that left-hander. Shape away. A lefty replaced by a lefty. Anshuman Kaka. Two slips, a backward point. They've got a deep point as well. Got an edge as well, but it just stayed low and dribbled into the shins of first slip. If they can survive long enough, Standard Chartered Bank will be glad to see the end of Yasid, but he's still got 2.5 overs left after his first spell of 9 deliveries. Oh, and again. It's a war of attrition out there for SCP. They just need to survive. It's a big score to chase down, of course, but going to lose all your top order inside the power play. The game's done. Need to survive here. Oh, that's a nice way to survive. I think Yasin took the pace off that one. Bit fuller, and it's just been scooped up over his head for 4. It's right off middle stump. Couldn't miss that one, Ancherman, but didn't. Went straight over the top of the umpire's head. Right, final delivery of the 3rd. Again, took the pace off it. It's gone straight up in the air. It's going to be caught and bowled. He's got 4 for Yasin. Gets the catch as it skies up in the air. Kaka hits him for 4, but then departs. The 4th wicket falls for Standard Chartered on 21. What a devastating spell this has been from Yasin Mohammed. 4 for 6. He wasn't going to let anyone else take that catch. Did it himself. Syed as a Sultan comes to the crease. He'll be at the non-striker's end of the over. Will we see our first fifer in the first week, Myra? Got to be a chance, you'd expect. He's still got 2 overs left. Will IRC Charlie Bears bowl him out or save him for later? Not really much point saving him for later if he's going to destroy the top order of SCB. Shahzad will continue. Not Shabazz, Shahzad. He was expensive. Well, Yasin's 4 for 6. Shahzad. That's a good first delivery. Followed it. It would have gone down the leg side for wide. Slight delay as the computer went wild and added overs and everything. This is much tidier from Shazad. 15 off his first, but just the single as we're into the middle order of SCB. Saeed as a Sultan. Looking to get off the mark, drives through cover, can't beat the infield. Pressure coming from both bowlers now from India, IRC, Charlie Bears, I should say. Flicked a bit of pad, it looks like, going down leg for a dot. So just the single coming from the fourth. After 4, Standard Chartered Bank 22 for 4. Will we see Yasin bowl a third? We here in broadcast want to see a third. He has taken the cap off, Myra. 2 overs, 4 for 6. Will we see our first Michelle Pfeiffer of the 25-26 season? Rastogi. Still out there, opening the batting. Seen 4 of his teammates head back. I'm not going to die wondering. Niraj, as he swings hard, takes a single. Saeed gets a full one, and he's going to run on the arm here, and it forces the misfield. Gets through for his first run off the bat. Oh, big wild swing. It doesn't swing in enough. A little bit later, the ball getting a little bit older. It did straighten just outside off. Perhaps Rastogi was thinking it was going to swing in more. Missed out. Tries the slower ball. Sprays it. Picked up the wicket of Anjuman Kaka with the slower one, getting him to sky it up in the air. That one was a little wild. See if he tries it again or goes back to the quick. He's going to go back to the quick. Bang on the middle stump. Gets his Michelle Pfeiffer. Yasin Mohammed, 5 for 9. What a spell. 5 wickets down for Standard Chartered Bank, and all of them under the name of Yasin Mohammed. In swinging full onto middle stump. Our first Michelle Pfeiffer of the 25-26 season. Look at this. It was full. It was there to be hit, but you miss, I hit, says Yasin. Of his 16 legal deliveries, probably wasn't the best one. Was a full toss, but the in-swing deceiving Rastogi. And now Yasin. Yasin with 5 for 9. Now Katalingam Rama, who was good with the ball in hand. Not Yasin good, but got 3 for himself. He's had to come out at number 7 inside the power play. Oh, no shot offered, but hitting outside the line. Don't think it was going to straighten onto the stumps, but bold move from Rama to start with. Yasin wants 6. Does he want a 10-for? Never called a 10-for. Yeah, it is grade 2. This is IRC Charlie Bear's team starting to look like they're more a grade 1 team. They're in grade 2 for this season. Oh, that's going to be close as well. And the figure goes up. He's got 6 in 3 overs. 6 for 9. Rummer departs for a duck. SCB 25 for 6. Watch on the replay. The in-swinger again. Needed to get bat on it. Didn't. Umpire Atif Hussain puts the finger up. He is trying to go for a 10-for. He's got 6 legal deliveries left to get 4 more wickets.
Look, Morning League Division 2 are always better than Div 1. I was dying. I was banging my head on the table yesterday.
Shahzad, he's just helping out at the moment, keeping the runs down. 25 for 6. Yadav comes to the crease. He'll be at the non-striker's end. Sayyid does a Sultan. Just the 1 run off 4 deliveries so far. Everyone trying to survive the power play and the swinging ball. It's not swinging as much as, of course, it did in the first over, but enough to generate wickets for Yasin. Right, Shahzad. At this point, you'd feel like if Shahzad got a wicket, people will be upset. It's the Yasin show today. His teammates will be like, don't take wickets from Yasin. I want to see how many you can get in 1 4-over spell.
Unless somebody bowls and then he catches. I don't mind that.
Oh, big swing and a miss there from Saeed. Well, could be a run out on the arm of Yasin. If that hits, he's gone. Saeed had given up. Yasin could have had 7, including a run out. Just missed. I'm probably not going to get to see the replay on that one, but oh, it was close. Watching side on. Another single to Azhar Sultan, and now Yadav faces his first delivery. And defends nicely. Just pokes it straight back. Mid-on does the work. I see Charlie Bears looking for an early breakfast. They've had their breakfast at the innings break here at the KCC Swimming Pool Pavilion, but they might go for second breakfast. That's very high onto the thigh pad. Enthusiastic from Shahzad. Definitely wants to get in the wicket column himself. One ball left to the power play, and what a power play it's been for Charlie Bears. Slower full toss, flicked away, no one in the outfield. Gulfran's just going to go pick that one up from the ropes. It might not even make it all the way there. It's going to pull up short. And Yadav will get a couple to finish off the power play. Power play done. SCB 28 for 6. There it is, the man on screen, the man of the moment, Yasin, will bowl out here. Don't see that often in Morning League. Usually save the overs from the opening bowler to the death. But when he's got 6 for, you just got to say, bowl on through, Yasin. Here we go. 6 balls left. It's nicely flicked out there by Saeed for a single. The odds aren't in his favour to get all 10 now. He needs 4 wickets off 5 deliveries. 6 off 18 was pretty impressive. I don't think he's going to get 4 off 5. It's hot work out there. Be a little tired steaming in. Here we go. Yadav on strike. Oh, he's going to get 4 runs here as it gets through the wideish mid-off fielder, and it's timed perfectly. Yadav looking to just make Yasin's figures a little more respectable. He's going to Yorker. He's trying to get that wicket, and it was not coming back in as much as it was, of course, in the first 2 overs he was bowling. So it stayed wide. Nicely played by Yadav. It's on the pads, but looking going down leg that time. Not far away. Got a couple of LBWs. Still got a big grin on his face, as he should. Shorter one. Might need to re-bowl that one. Does have to re-bowl that one. Must be 30 degrees out there, even though it's only 9:12 a.m. 29.9. 69% humidity. Hard work for a quick. Oh, you only got an inside edge there. It somehow squirted out to square leg. Dot. I think 6 is the most we've seen, haven't we, Myra? Not sure I remember more than 5 in Morning League last season.
I'm not sure, but I think Roshan Yadav had 5 or 6 wickets last season.
Okay.
I think it was his first match.
Survives that one. He only got 1 ball left here, Yasin. It'll be the first over he hasn't taken a wicket. Seems sucking in the big breaths. Only 1 ball left, Yasin, and then you can have a rest in the field. So you can find 4 more wickets or another 13 overs. He's putting players back deep, perhaps trying to entice Yadav to go big. Moved out mid-on and mid-off. Here we go. Went with the slower one. Didn't deceive. Yadav survives. End of a fantastic spell from Yasir Mohammed. 6 for 15 off 4. Got the job done and gets a pat on the back from his teammates as he now gets to go hang out in the field until they can close this game out. So we're going to have a change in bowling for the first time today. Shahzad's going to save 1 over.
They have same physique, same height. Look at that.
Okay, Myra promises me this time it's Shahbaz Mirza.
It is Shabazz.
Well, you promised me that on over 2 and you were wrong.
Okay, if I'm right this time, you're going to treat me nicer. Okay, I'm confident. I'm confident it is. Okay, let's see. Is this Shabazz? Obviously, this is Shabazz Mirza.
Right, Shahbaz to bowl over number 8. Saeed on strike. Scoops one out to cover. Good start so far from Mirza. And get someone to shape away as well. Nice delivery. Little skip in and generates that extra pace. Gets past the outside edge. There's a Sultan. After all the excitement of Yasin's spell, it's all sort of slowed down now. Runs aren't flowing, but neither are the wickets, and the grind is on. One would expect that 214 for victory is a bridge too far for SCB today. Wideish, but stays just inside the tramp. And Shahbaz Mirza achieved something that Yasin did not, and that is bowler maiden. Starts with 6 dots after 8. SCB 34 for 6. Mohammad Faisal into the attack. Last year's Royal Avengers captain. Passed the baton on today to the IRC Charlie Bears. To the keeper, in fact. There, top of screen. Starts tidy. Myra, go count how many dot balls in a row we've had, because there's been a lot. Well, that's going to end it. Oh, so close. After 10 dot balls, we've had a single. It's chopped in the air. Could be a wicket. Faisal gets a wicket as well. That's the 7th to fall. Azza Sultan departs for 3. Caught at point. SCB 35 for 7. AJ Cummeth with the catch at point. Archan Shah comes to the crease at number 9 for SCB. Faisal gets his name in the wicket column after 3 deliveries. Not an overly attacking field there, Myra, considering they've got SCB 7 down. They've got a deep cover, long on, long off, a floating deep mid-wicket. It was fancy footwork from Faisal. Keeps it to a dot. 3 more wickets, and the Charlie Bears can register their first victory of Grade 2 KCC Morning League 25-26. Watchful from Archon Shah. Rinse and repeat. Going to finish it off with a dot. Successful over. 1 for 1 off his first Faisal. After 9, SCB 35 for 7. Shabazz Mirza to continue. 6 dot balls to start with. Can he get a wicket to go with his maiden? Naveen Yadav on strike. No, he's going to break the string of dots from Shabazz and take a quick single. Put Archon Shah back on strike. The skip and beats the outside edge, or gets the outside edge that time. In fact, flew away, 1 bounce to slip. Well stopped. They did have the deep third in place as well as a backup, but it's a stinger. Still Busker in first slip. Could be blocked from my view by the keeper. Bat on ball this time, but can't beat point. That might be Busker at point. Yeah, there somewhere. Chatterjee. And confident of the lines Mertz's going to bowl because it's a packed offside field. I think there's only 2 on the leg side. 3. There's a deep square leg as well. So 6-3 offside field, and he's bowling to that field at the moment. 9 dot balls and just a single. Archon Shah still trying to find a way to get off the mark. And again, this dribbles one to point. Just pulling up the KCC YouTube. A few comments in there. Archon Shah out in the middle. Someone, Sujata Shah, has wished Archon Shah the best of luck. Oh, and I think he's gone. The catch has been taken. That's the end of Archon Shah. He's out for a duck. The 8th wicket falls. Mirza strikes at the end of his second. SCB 36 for 8. It was Busker at point taking the catch. Chatterjee getting down low, taking a good catch. Archon Shah departs. 2 wickets more for IRC. Charlie Bears to get their first win. You can see down low doing the tumble. Pretty impressed with that catch, and so he should be, Busker. It was a very good one. Vikram Maria coming to the crease at number 10. Go back to the YouTube comments because there's a few floating in. Arun Vaswani dropped in saying, loving the commentary. Stick with that comment there, Myra, as you're reading on. Anand, who plays in the Morning League as well, says, good morning. Aaron, hope you had a great summer break, dude. Yeah, I did. 3 months of sitting on the beach. Quite tanned. And then Arun Vaswani comes back into the comments and says, commentator's curse, because I was saying good luck to Archand Shah. Well, probably true. But when SCB are 36 for 8, can't quite blame the commentator too much for the curse. Faisal to continue. He's got one. And that one's just, wait for the decision on this one. I think it's going to be dead ball, no stroke played. And that is exactly what it is. Didn't offer a stroke. This came. Confirmation from umpire Imran via radio. No shot offered, which is exactly what it looked like. And Yadav back on strike. Vikram at the non-striker's end. Faisal starts with a dot. No dot there, though. That's beautifully timed and driven. Cover drive. Yadav's look good so far today. That was a beautiful cover drive. Full one from Faisal. Takes full advantage. And this is back live. And he just eases one to deep third. Moves on to 13. Vikram now. New into the side for SCB this season. Of course, missing last season's captain, Rishi Shrivastava. What can Vikram do? Start with the dot. Big swing and a miss from Yadav. He's looking to go to the heavens. Missed it all. Pretty tidy over from Faisal again. 6 runs coming from it after 11. SCB 42 for 8. Been overshadowed by Yassin, but the bowling figures for everyone's been pretty good, except for that second over that was expensive. Shahbaz Mirza, 2 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 1. He's going to bowl a third here. Vikram on strike. Feathers the bat at it, but can't find any piece of wood. Oh, chopped out. Just goes backward a point through gully region in the end. Vikram will find a single. 2 games next week, of course. Thursday, September 11. Grade 1, KCC Morning League. Chingy Smashers. The promoted Chingy Smashers up against HSBC. And then Grade 2. Going to be a great game. CCC Marcor up against Green Ink on the 12th. Rare one just straying down the leg side. Of course, not just Morning League coming up next week. We've got weekend action starting tomorrow. KCC Tartars up against Lama Cricket Club from 1 p.m. live on the other KCC YouTube. Another one beats the outside edge of Yadav. Lots of big games coming up on KCC YouTube. Not this Sunday, but the Sunday after. The first KCC Templars 50-over match against USRC, which will be a fiery affair, considering Farhad Hyatt has gone back to USRC this season after coming to KCC and performing brilliantly. So there'll be a bit of tension in the air. No Jay Davidson as captain anymore. He's gone to play for the Crusaders on the weekend, on the Saturday. So a bit of a new look outfit. No Bubba Hyatt. He's gone to USRC as well. And Teak, I believe Atik's playing for the Templars this year though, moving up from the Infidels. But he's in UAE, of course, for Asia Cup with Azaz Khan. Oh, I just poked that one through gully. Good stroke, 4 runs. Yadav again, finding the boundary. Third time for him. Wow, a bit of heat there, but it should be a wide and eventually is called by umpire Imran Arif. I'll get to one milestone here at least, SCB. They should bring up the half century. Not every Grade 2 game, of course, is going to be against a team as powerful as IRC Charlie Bears are. We'll regroup after this one. Ready for the next game sometime in October. Finishes it off with a dot. 12 done, 49 on the board, 8 down for SCB. Faisal to continue. He's got some tidy figures too. 2 overs, 1 for 7. Oh, they're going to go for a run here. Probably the wrong end again. Would have taken a bit of effort to turn around and throw to the bowler's end. And obviously he wasn't there because he had the ball in hand. But I think it was more... ...50 runs up with that single as well. It's going to be another single, push the score to 51. Myra using a crystal ball to gaze into the future and put that single in before it happened. Vikram on strike. Has he got an edge? He has got an edge. Faisal's got 2. And that's the 9th wicket to fall. That's the end of Vikram Maria for 3. Standard Chartered Bank, 51 for 9. It's been clinical from IRC Charlie Bears today. Putting on a huge score, 213. And now going through the team. by default. Final batter to come out for SCB, Qureshi. Now, Myra, you and I have to sit around and do what we do every game, rack our brain, look through the stats, figure out who we think will be player of the match today. It's a tough decision. Gulfin scored 48. Faisal's got 2 for 9.
Yeah,
Shabazz bowled a maiden.
I think he bowled 2 maidens, didn't he? Oh yeah, he had 1 single.
But I feel like we're leaning towards the left arm quick, just because we're biased and we're both left arm bowlers. Yeah. I mean, it could go to anyone, but I think we're going to pencil in Yasin Mohammed for player of the match today. No, what a display that was. 6 for 15 off 4 overs. Bowled straight through as well, trying to get a 7th. Here we go. Faisal to Qureshi, who's not going to die wondering. Gets a big leading edge down to deep third. Jog on through. Yadav's still out there. He's been solid. Like Rastogi earlier. While others have fallen, Yadav has survived. At least now, you can probably get some batting practice in. Just stick around out there and enjoy life. Well, he's not going to die wondering either. Swatting at dragonflies out in the middle. One ball left. Faisal's third, and this time Yadav plays sensibly and defends. End of 13. Another wicket falling. SCB 52 for 9. Savani taking over some bowling duties for the 14th. Keeps it inside the tram, swinging hard, Qureshi. No connection. Slip in place. IRC Charlie Bears want to finish this one off. Yasin doing a bit of fielding. I haven't seen much of him since he bowled his 4 overs. Sitting out at mid-on. Yadav back on strike. Oh, big, thick leading edge. Too wide for Vaskar to catch at point. Goes out to that wideish deep third in front of the boundary cafe. See him heading back down there now. That's sort of the angle that shot went on. Again, swinging hard. That's going to be 4. That's perfectly placed in time. They had long off inside the rope and pushed it to the left and couldn't cut that one off in time. Qureshi gets into the boundary column. Squirts that one out off the off stump. One ball left of Savani's first. Goes the floater! And right around the legs onto middle stump. Qureshi goes. That's the ball game here at Kowloon Cricket Club. A big victory for IRC Charlie Bears. They win by 155 runs. Of course, player of the match will be Yasin Mohammed. We're going to have a run through after we watch this weekend of the batting and bowling cards. And of course, don't forget, tune in tomorrow on KCC YouTube, the other channel, for the Tartars versus Lama game. Bowled all around the leg. Savani gets the final wicket. Here's the batting card. Only Yadav showing some resistance. A quickfire 10 from Bahadur as well, the captain. And plenty of donuts in there, and all out in the end in 14 overs for 58. Let's have a look at that bowling card, Myra, because that's impressive. Yassin Muhammad, 4 overs, no maidens, doesn't matter, 6 for 15. Two wickets for former captain Mohammad Faisal, 2 for 10, 1 for Shabazz Mirza, and the final wicket in the end from Savani, 1 for 6. Comprehensive victory here for IRC Charlie Bears in Game 1 of Grade 2 for the 25-26 season of the KCC Morning League. They'll go atop the table with a big net run rate advantage. Standard Chartered Bank back to the drawing board for their next game when they turn up. Don't forget, join us next week from 7 a.m. on Thursday. Tingy smashes up against HSBC. And then on Friday, Grade 2, it's Markhor versus Green Ink. It's going to be great cricket again. But from Myra Baloch in broadcast, for now, Aaron Bush signing off.